Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry guys. I think maybe the audio was off. What's up, 10 Skill Squad? Is Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Sorry guys. Yeah, my bad. That's harsh, man. What's going on? Hi everybody. Hello, hello. Yeah, sorry. Ethan is of course here at the track. You may have just seen him there in turn one. Yeah, he wanted me to paint him like one of my French girls. But we are live at the track. Check it out. We're getting ready for the 24 minutes of La Mini Z that is going to be this Sunday. So tune in around. I think it's going to be between noon and 1. We're not, it depends on if we actually get everything set up and good to go. So that's kind of why we're doing this. We're just kind of testing the setup and seeing, making sure that you guys can see everything, that you guys can hear everything, and kind of see what it's like for these cars to go around the track. So, way a huge upgrade over the last 24 minutes of La Mini Z that we did a couple years ago. So this time we've got a camera on the track, as you can see there, right in turn one, where all the action is. We've got the actual track camera where you can see pretty much all of the track, and we have the timing system as well. So you should be able to see right there all the timing. We've got just like we've got some practice laps going on right now. But yeah, you guys should be able to see all that. And, then we can, boom, I can give you some commentary on the race as it's happening. You can keep track of all the drivers and the lap times and watch the race, watch the live action. And it should be a pretty good time. There are some issues with Streamlabs where I wanted to be able to have your comments up on the screen, and kind of that way, like we could all interact with the comments as they're coming in. But for whatever reason, that just isn't working. So what's up? That's Harsh Man. Hello. Yes, we are back. Kenny, what's up? The grid neck. It's good now. Oh, good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And of course. I started to wonder, like I was looking at this, I was like, how delayed is this? So I walked out front and I was like, oh no, this goes. Oh yeah, we're live, buddy. We are live. This is good to up to date, but it's weird not having anything else going in the background. For sure. Well, look at this. I mean, the turn one cam. I am excited for that. That should be a good time. That's where all the action is when we're racing. That's where all the big wrecks happen. That's where a lot of overtaking happens, and it's by far and away the fastest. The fastest.
1011.3.
Yeah, it's weird to do it sitting not where I normally sit.
Racer checked in.
Ah! So you should be able to see.
8.6.
You should be able to see my times and Ethan's times as well. Let me just switch over so you can actually see that.
11.8.
So we've got my times up there, but I don't see Ethan's up there. Let
Fast 7.9.
me, oh, are you on there? Yeah, let me see. What are you guys saying? You're too close. Let's go. Heck yeah, dude.
13.5.
Let me pull this over here quick and see what's going on with it. Yeah, Ethan.
0.5.
Yeah, we're good.
Fast 6.4.
That's a little bit better. Let's look at that.
6.4?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, 6482. Excellent.
In the middle of the turn.
Steve's RC says, "Hey, 10 Skill Squad, what's going up, Steve's RC? We're doing minis,
15.6.
and it's quite a big upgrade from the
68.3.
last 24 minutes of La Mini Z for sure. Not only do we have more cameras,
8.0.
but they're in a little bit. I think they're in better places. We place the cameras a little bit better, and we also have a way to give you like the times as they're happening. As they're happening, we should be able to see all the drivers all at once, see what position they're in, their times, everything. Because not only are we competing for the most number of laps in 24 minutes, but there's also going to be a prize for the fastest lap as all. Of course, the 24 Minutes of Laminizy is our biggest live stream of the year by far and away. And it's always nice to have something to give the boys that participate. Even last place is getting something. Even the driver driver who comes in last is going home with something. So it should be a super fun time. Always exciting to watch. Always exciting for me to commentate, and I know the boys really like racing for 24 minutes as well. What's going on? Let's see. Let's switch back to the track. Um, like the expansion, yeah, man. It's not the biggest mini Z track. It's the Mini 96 with the expansion. So I can't remember the exact dimensions of it, but it's plenty big for what we use it for here. It's plenty big enough for the 24 minutes of the mini Z. I'll tell you that. Next level timing is pretty sweet for what it is. Yeah, I downloaded. I recently downloaded a bunch of.
Yeah, we had to do a few different ones.
Yeah, I downloaded a bunch of timing systems, and this is just the one we got working for now. I'm not going to say that it's the best. We really don't have a lot of experience with it.
How does it have full screen?
There we go.
There you go. Okay.
Okay. Don't have a lot of experience with it, but yeah, so far it seems like it's pretty. It seems like it works okay. That straight
Okay,
has
I'm
all
gonna
the room.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
man.
honest with you. I feel like this track looks like it's bigger than it really is on camera. It's still a good sized track, but when you say there's tons of room on that straight, there's really not.
Yeah, I mean, we usually race. I'm not 100% sure on how many drivers are going to be racing on Sunday, but you know, if you get 5 people on the track, it starts to get oops. If you get 5 people on the track, it starts to get pretty crowded. It
It
starts to get
really does.
pretty rowdy.
There's not a
So
lot of room for error on here once you really start getting
no,
going, and especially at speed.
yeah. And remember, the 24 minutes of the mini Z is there are no red flags in the race as well.
We
So
don't stop. We don't do cautions. It's just full on go the whole time.
yeah, so if you flip your car, you know, and everybody marshals their own car too. Like we don't have an official marshal for the race. So everyone marshals their own car, and if you break down, you know, you have to do a repair and send the car back out there, which seems like, you know, 24 minutes, that's not a lot of time. But when you consider an average lap on this track is between 7 and 8 seconds,
Yeah,
I mean, you know,
it's a lot of laps.
yeah, it's a lot of laps, and there's plenty of opportunity to catch up if you're even a dozen laps down. Um, so like last year, you know, there were a couple of people that had to pull their car or reset their car, and you know the positions changed in the race quite
A
a
lot.
bit.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I recently did my first mini Z race at a hobby shop. Their track had way less grip than my large 96 at
I
home.
wonder if they're running the other surface.
Yeah, they're running the other
These
side.
real RCP tracks are dual surfaced,
Yeah.
and we have the grippy side up,
Hmm.
which most people seem to like. The other, I think, technically the other side was supposed to be drift. Is the way they kind of
I think
considered
so,
it.
yeah.
It's a less tacky of a side.
Yeah. This side seems like it is harder on tires, though.
Oh, we
Like,
burn through
yeah.
tires on this track. Like you
Yeah.
wouldn't think that you go through them the way that you do, but we
Well-
all should be changing tires at least probably twice a season. But we run them. We run them. We get our money's worth.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Like, if we look at. Let's go here. Oops. Come on. If we look at like these, it's really hard to see on camera, but there's not much tread left on these. These almost look like they're slicks. And the front wheels, you can see they actually have some shiny spots. There you can kind of see the sheen on it. You see that there? Like, yeah, you shouldn't have that. These tires are bald, bald, bald. They should be very grippy, or you should see the actual tread on there. Yeah, not slicks. They just look like it. Oh, and if you look inside the body, I actually recently cleaned this one, so it's not, this might not be a good example. But if you look in the body, oh yeah, you can see quite a bit. Like there's all that black dust. That's tire right there. You can even see it in the front where the front tires get worn away. Yeah, it's a little hard to see there. These streaming cameras aren't the greatest.
Yeah,
but
that's what we're running. We're running smooth side, and yes, also correct, those are radios.
yeah.
They actually just recently discontinued those. I don't know what they're going to do with them now.
Well, Jeff got those. They're like third-party aftermarket tires.
Oh, Hank got those
Yeah,
geckos.
yeah.
Or something.
So there's definitely
367.8.
still options out there for it. Um, let's see. 50 centimeter tiles is crowded with 5. Yeah, exactly. And we have more guys than that running on this track than that sometimes.
18.9.
I've basically turned my Maverick Scout into an SCX-10 underneath with axles, drive shafts, and shocks.
Right
It's an
on.
absolute weapon now. Dang. Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, we've done that a few times. We've taken some pretty budget spec stuff and absolutely upgraded the heck out of it to
Yeah.
make it hang with,
Oh,
all
right,
the.
I got a thumbnail right in front of my face.
Oh yeah, here, I'll scooch.
Oh,
Other way.
wrong way.
We gotta get the bales in there. Yeah, I wanted it to be like I was a newscaster, like how they always have the thumbnail right here. But that's why we do testing. See, and over here, this should be the live chat, but it is not happening for some reason. It's been a long time since I've done. Thank you for that.
It's
It's
like
been
we
a
don't know what we're doing.
It's been a long time since I've used Streamlabs, and yeah, I can't remember exactly how to set it up. But this is why we wanted to do this live stream tonight, not
Yeah,
only to hang
pure
out with you guys,
testing.
but yeah,
And
we
hang out
wanted
with
to
you
test.
guys.
It was a smooth side. It's an ultra track. Smooth side is where it's at. Oh, 100%. We started racing Mini Z buggies at my RC club. Very fun. You should get one of those. Yeah, a guy that we race with has a Kyosho Mini Z buggy. And yeah, it absolutely rips around this thing. And
It does. It's fun.
we put I put one of my transponders in it, and yeah, it was great. A lot of fun. Have you seen or heard about the team associated? What are they? F-28s?
Yeah, the
F-28s?
F-28s that are coming out.
The F-28s are 28 scale. They look like Formula One cars or like Indy cars, so they're open
basically-
wheel.
They're based off of all their 28.
Yeah,
Their 28 chassis, but it's open wheel versus everything else not being.
right. So like
Lego pre-orders killing us, man.
yeah.
Oh.
So I have an update on the pre-order.
Ooh,
Yeah.
finally.
Yeah. Do you want to hear this shenanigans?
Sure.
I might even they may come, they may not come.
For real.
For real. Horizon Hobby did me super duper dirty on these team associated F-28s. I might do a whole dedicated video. On it if they don't show up. If they do show up, I'll probably just mention the story on what a pain in the butt it was to get them, and how much it cost me to get them.
Oh, this
But,
is news to me.
Oh yeah. And so countless emails back and forth. I've spent a bunch of time talking to customer support with Horizon Hobby, and they're still not here.
We ordered those in.
December 12th.
Was it December 12th?
December 12th,
I thought
yeah.
it was actually November.
It was
But
December
it might have
12th.
been when we were talking. Oh, I think it was actually November when I did the pre-order sign up
Yeah.
to get the email when you could order it. And yeah, we've been trying to get these for a while.
Yeah. Haven't seen that yet. Sounds epic. Yeah, they sound really cool. And they're super budget spec. They're like $59 a piece. So I was like, hey, it should be a pretty small investment, in some 28 scale stuff that we can rip around the track. Maybe we can figure out how to put transponders in it. Maybe we can have a league like just for
Yeah, that'd be
open wheel
fun.
stuff.
Actually, I know where I got the November from. I went to Hobbytown,
Mm,
which is a Horizon Hobby backed store,
Uh-huh.
and their last update was November.
Yeah.
That's where I got that from. And so they're even out in the open for 3 months now. That's
Yeah, it's
kind of silly.
yeah. Same with those the 16 scale low-C monster trucks. You can buy those on the website, but I can't find them. I can't find them locally anywhere. I can't. I'm having a hard time sourcing those locally.
What is that? What's the F4?
The F4, they're coming to sale somewhere. F4. Is that like F1 except mini?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure.
The F28 is what Team Associated calls it. But yeah, basically the same chassis, same platform as like I think they make like a drag car.
They
They
look like a
make
little
like
drag car, monster truck,
yeah
and
monster truck.
like a little, yeah, just like your little basics.
I don't know.
I think it's a buggy actually, but
They
it's
they
not.
make a short course truck too.
Yeah, that's what it was.
They have
That's
like a
what it is.
Lucas
Yep.
Oil one. Somebody
Yep.
had them. Maybe Greg had them. Maybe it was Jeff. Anyway, same chassis, but yeah. A-Main has the F28 in stock. Yeah,
See,
man.
well, that's another thing I've experienced with A-Mains is they're kind of one of those companies that say they do and they don't.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. I really do kind of want to make a whole video about this because this story is ridiculous. So when I bought them from HorizonHobby.com, it said that they were in stock.
Yep, it did.
It said that they were in stock. So I was like, cool, because Ethan was like, yeah, I'm signed up for the pre-order. Like as soon as they become available, I'm gonna get one. And I was like, it says that they're available right now. Like, and so like we were here like that night. I was like, yep,
Yeah.
I just bought them. I just bought a couple of them. And then rather than sending me a confirmation that they received my order, all this stuff, they sent me they sent me an email like a week later that said that they were on back order.
Pre-order, because you got that email when we were up
No,
there,
they said
wasn't it?
no,
It
they
was
said
back
back order. Yeah, it said
order?
back
Okay,
order.
okay.
I was like, okay,
Maybe I misunderstood that night.
whatever. Um, and that was just the start of the issues with this thing. Like ridiculous. I'm in over. I'll give this away. I'm in over $400 trying to get these two teeny tiny cars here. Yeah, yeah. I am furious.
I almost got this video demonetized.
Yeah, man, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah, it's super
this
dirty,
is all
right?
new- like, guys, this is news to me too. I am completely in the dark on
Well,
this too.
all of this happened over the last week, because my bank actually emailed me for suspicious activity, and I was like, "What is this?" It was Horizon Hobby, and suspicious activity was for sure happening. But yeah, it's so dirty, right? Are you too close? Yeah, it's for sure dirty, right? Like I understand that like why businesses do that. You know, they want you to click on it. You know, they want you to put the item in your cart. You know, whatever they can do just to get the ball rolling on making a sale. And a lot of times, I think their theory is, you know, once someone has like clicked, you know, okay, yeah, order it for sure, they're less likely to cancel the order. You know, or they're more likely to wait, you know, if they've already like done, you know, already entered in all their payment information, all that good stuff, already placed the order. So I get why they do that, but it is super dirty. It's so sketchy. Like, come
Yeah.
on, you knew those weren't in stock. You knew those weren't in stock. Like, come on. And for over a month, like I ordered those on December 12th.
Yeah.
We're tomorrow is February. Tomorrow is February.
I'll
So
get my Christmas present one day.
yeah, yeah. Maybe they will come. Maybe they will not. But yeah, it's absolutely dirty. I really want to make a whole video about it.
Then we're gonna make a whole video with it.
At no point did I tell them like, oh, by the way, because like I have my Horizon Hobby account is not tied to 10 Skill Garage in any way. Like I kind of do that on purpose. Even like even when people send us promotional stuff,
We have all that stuff shipped to a completely
yeah,
separate
yeah.
address.
So there's no, so you know, you don't know unless you know. But yeah, same with like same with like I do that specifically for you guys. Like I don't want anyone out there because like I have talked to people at Horizon Hobby. I've talked to people at Losi, like legit Losi. Like there's correspondence there, and we have relationships with all kinds of different distributors from A main to you know it.
Grid and Axe said they're going to ship on February 30th.
Yeah, for real.
Rob, you're right.
Yeah, it's very possible. But like we have relationships with all these people, and I never want to make an order or place an order, and
Expect something from it.
yeah, expect something from it or be treated differently than any of you guys. So like when this stuff with Horizon Hobby happens, I can say like, okay, this is my experience with them. And I would say overall, let me know what you guys think. Like, have you dealt with Horizon Hobby? We've dealt with it. We've dealt with them a number of times.
A lot.
And
it seems like progressively it's going.
Yeah, it seems like every time I do business with them, it's not.
It just gets worse.
Yeah, it just gets worse. Yeah. They're gonna ship February 30th. Yeah, maybe they should turn up with a bunch of. Maybe they'll all turn up with a bunch of upgrades. Who knows, man? But I have talked to, I think, 4 different people at Horizon Hobby now about this specific problem with this order. So there's been a lot of people have had their hand in the pot for this specific problem. So I don't know. And again, like I want to make a dedicated video to this because the communication, although there has been a lot of it, like they have not told me anything. They haven't told me anything. Like don't know where my order is. Don't know if I'll be refunded. I have no idea. Yeah, and keep in mind, as I mentioned before, we're over $400 in these two $59 RC cars that Horizon, of my own personal money that Horizon Hobby now has. I don't have any cars. I don't have any shipping notifications. I don't have any nothing. Yeah, so it's very strange what's happening. I've never bought anything from there myself.
Customer service everywhere is just.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I won't argue that, but I'll tell you what, Kenny. Customer service can go a long way on the attitude of the customer.
100%. Yeah. Yeah. Like I've never. Yeah. They did me pretty dirty. Like I remained calm through the whole correspondence, as you guys will see. Someday I'll do a video about it. Are they gold plated? They are not gold plated. No.
They're gonna be effortless.
Yeah, yeah. We'll see if they ever show up. We'll see if they ever show up. If they never show up, maybe I'll make a video about why they're not here. And they're like, oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that you changed your mind. I'm like, I never changed my mind about wanting them. Like,
we still want them.
I wanted them 2 months ago.
Greatly.
Like, yeah, it's crazy. You should get a CNC 112th on-road racing car, world cheapest spec racing car. 12th scale, right? Is that what you said? 12th scale?
That's awful big for that track.
Yeah, that's gigangus for that track. Honestly, maybe 24th scale. But I did actually have what are those rally cars that we have? Those are 18th scale, I believe.
Something along there, 18, 20, somewhere. But
those are pretty
way
big.
Too big.
Those are pretty big. The X mods, the second generation or third generation X mods were 24th scale, which is one that you have.
Yep.
And that one is
big.
Yeah, that one is borderline too big for this track. Maybe if we had the big tiles and a much bigger track, maybe then it would be cool. Like the surface is cool. How the track all fits together is really cool. But yeah, if we get another track, it's probably going to be the off-road track. It's probably going to be the RCP off-road track. Have you guys seen those? Freaking awesome.
So cool.
They have jumps in them. They have jumps in
It's
them.
like excite bike realism. Like that's what every time I see that track, that's what I picture. It's just the excite bike jumps
Oh
and
yeah,
like oh, it's so
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Yeah, it's just like an L shape though. Like it's not a very big
Yeah, yeah,
track.
it's not terribly big. Well, it was. I bet it's bigger than it
It's
seems.
like 2/3 the size of
Yeah,
this track.
yeah, it was like the original.
Yeah, it's about 2/3 the size of our track over here. I'm pointing like you can see me. Obviously, you cannot see me. But yeah, those tracks look sweet, and I would love. It would. I think it would even be cool to like soup up like 24 scale, like those FMS monster
Yeah,
trucks, like Hank and Jody have. Like, how cool would
yeah,
that
that
be?
would be neat.
And those things rip too.
Yeah,
Like
they
those are
do. They're
quick.
pretty quick for what they are.
And our buddy Hank just got a Traxxas TRX4M, and
Oh my
this
goodness,
thing has the speed transmission in it. Holy smokes,
that thing has like all of it in it.
that thing rips. That thing absolutely rips. Um, yeah, so that thing, like one of those on an off-road course, would be a lot of fun, I
Yeah,
think. Have you tried the Turbo Racing 176 on the?
we
Yes,
have
we
a
have.
couple of those.
Yeah. We have a we made a video. We made a video with a couple of our 176 scale uh teeny tiny RC cars, and we raced those on the track, and those are so much fun on the track. Um, I did get a company sent me um, a mini one that had an FPV camera in it. It was really cool. It was like a Datsun Fairlady Z, or like a 180, like a Nissan 180 or a Datsun 180, as they are known here in the states. They sent me one of those. It was
This
sky
one
blue.
guy?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
This guy right here. Yeah, these are
those
super
things were
fun.
fun, but they're kind of wickedly expensive for what they are.
Yeah, 100%. But they sent me this little FPV Datsun. It was like baby blue. It was really cool. It had lights in it. It was really it was like the highest spec one that they have, and I think the retail on it was like $150 or something. But it came with goggles. It came with the FPV camera. I mean, everything ready to go. But the car didn't work. The car did not work. It worked very briefly, I think. Like I turned it on to test it, and it stopped. Like the steering stopped working, and then after a while, like even the throttle wouldn't work. And it was just very. You had to like bind the transmitter to get it to do anything. It was a pain in the butt. So I contacted them. I was like, "Hey, this doesn't work. There's really not much of a video that I can do with it. Do you want me to send it back?" And they said, "No, just keep it." So I still have it, and I think it would be cool to take that camera system out and put it in like a mini Z, um, or even like an axial SCX-24. I'm sure there are people out there doing like FPV axial like crawlers or even like Traxxas TRX4Ms. I haven't seen any yet, and I think that would be super cool. What do you guys think? FPV? Are you into it? Have you experienced FPV? It's a lot of fun. Love FPV stuff. I'd like to do more of it. Um, they have 1/18th. They have 1/18th World Championship. Oh yeah, there's a World Championship for all sorts of RC
Yeah,
racing.
there's a
Many
world championship for burnouts now. I mean,
absolutely,
it's
yeah,
everywhere.
um, yeah. I would love to, but we're limited on space here at the shop.
Yeah,
Because as you can see, like not only do we do RC shenanigans here, but like we also use this building to store toys. Like
yeah. And
this
there's
is
a whole crawler table there in the background that we actively use, and
Yeah. So, I mean, you can see there's boats in here. There's all kinds of there. My sailboat is back there. Like we got this building jam packed full of stuff. Um, yeah. So we could probably make room for an off road course though. We'll figure out a way. We'll figure out a way. We'll figure out a way to do it. Um, hello from Tennessee. What's up, dude? Overbuilt Automotive. Glad you're here.
dang,
Happy Wednesday.
man, that sounds like a guy we probably ran into in Bristol.
I am changing up my new Cletus Oh, Cetus Pro. Gonna be my
I
first
see.
experience.
I
I
glanced
could
at
have.
that. And I read that as Cletus as
I could have
well.
swore that said Cletus. I could have swore that said Cletus. Um, is that like a drone? I don't know what that is, man. Let me know. Um, servo mounted FPV on a crawler is a lot of fun. Steve, do you have one? I think you do actually. Maybe I've seen it. Did you send that to me like on Instagram or Facebook? I feel like someone sent me one of their crawlers that had like a servo FPV in their crawler. I want to say it was an axial. I want to say it was a Jeep. Was that you? Yeah, it was sick. It was sick. I get a lot of messages from you guys, and I have a hard time remembering all of them. But all the stuff you guys send me is super cool.
Yeah, well, actually, with that being said, if you guys do send messages to the uh, Facebook page, that is actually both of us. So if there's actually somebody you want to speak to specifically, you feel free to call us out by name.
Yeah,
That way, we kind of know who we're talking to, and
yeah,
like one of us will start a conversation, and sometimes we'll answer both of us, but usually we try to keep the conversation to the same person
right.
if we start talking to somebody.
Um, I like Cletus. It's a drone. Okay, perfect. Super cheap FPV drone kit comes with it all. Sure, there are better. Interesting. Where'd you get it? Is that like a jumbo website find, or is that like did you buy that from like a hobby retailer or a hobby shop? Let me know. Let me
By
know.
the way, if you ever go to any of his events, come find us.
Yeah,
We go to all of them.
yeah, if
Almost all of them.
yeah, yeah. If you're ever at a Cletus and Cars, there's a very good chance we're there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, to find us, you would have to seek out Hidden Motorsports.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just don't aimlessly look for us; you'll never find us.
Just find the car that looks like an RC car in real life.
That looks like
You'll
with
find
the
us.
biggest death trap.
Yeah,
That's us.
you'll find us for sure.
Love you, Carl.
Yep. Uh, yeah, I would love to get an FPV drone. We have drones. We both have drones.
We're
Um,
just terrible at
yeah, I'm
it.
I'm not a good drone pilot, and like obviously, you guys saw the last time I flew a drone, I wrecked it immediately.
I make a great kamikaze drone pilot.
Yeah, yeah.
You need a tower bus? I'm your guy.
Yeah, Ethan hit me with this drone once.
Twice.
So like,
Actually,
yeah.
oh no, the other one was a boat. That's
So
right.
like, so like FPV drones, like even the ones that basically fly themselves, I still find a way to wreck them. So FPV drones, I love watching the videos of dudes flying those. And one of our good friends, Michael from T is for Turbo,
Mhm.
he's gotten into FPV drone racing and flying, and he's actually pretty legit at it. He's got a channel, I can't think of it now, but if you find Motorhead Garage on YouTube, you'll find his
Actually,
drone stuff.
I think that is it.
I think so. Motorhead Garage Productions, I think. Um, yeah.
T is for turbo. You'll find it.
Yep. T is for Turbo.
We got a few people.
Yo ho ho, me hearties. Hello from the UK.
Okay.
Well, hello. Good day. Wait, that's Australian. Cheers. I'm glad you're here. Happy Wednesday. We were doing some mini Z shenanigans, but then I got on a rant about how Horizon Hobby absolutely screwed me, and now we're talking about FPV stuff.
Yep.
So yeah,
we got on the topic of all kinds of weird stuff tonight.
yeah. Remember when we used to do that? Remember when Wrenching Wednesday used to just be us and you guys like just talking mad smack
About everything and
about
anything.
everything,
While
yeah.
we worked on something we broke and
Yeah. We did it from the bar once. We straight up went to the bar and did a live stream. Do you remember that?
barely.
It was a good
It
time.
got pretty rough. We had a good time. That was actually probably one of our most reviewed live streams ever that we made $0.
Yep, 100%. Overbuilt is out of here later, dude. We'll see ya. I can crash a Joan in 3, 2, 1 splat. Yeah, exactly. Me too.
He didn't even
Jody,
take the protective film off the camera, and
yeah.
it had already ate crap.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, maybe that had something to do with it. Probably not, though.
Well, no, it definitely did. It definitely did. It was
Yeah, it was sketchy.
killed the aerodynamics. It couldn't turn right. Just tree.
Yep, it was really sketchy. I did take the cover off the gimbal, though. I found it the other day. I was like, what is this? Oh, it's a cover for the gimbal. I have since given.
Why does this have a thorn in it?
Yeah, I have since given that drone away to Carl from Hidden Motorsports. Um, so
Well,
if you need
he
the
flies
cover,
it anything like he did my helicopter that he wasn't supposed to touch.
yeah,
It's got to go straight into a ceiling.
yeah, uh, yeah, helicopters can't fly those either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. I can barely fly my zipper. Like, it's just not for me, man.
How do would be a typical UK greeting. How do, like how do you do? How
Is it
do?
au jus? Is that what you mean? Because I'm hungry.
Mm. Yeah, all those years and years and years of watching Top Gear on BBC have taught
You
me
figured
nothing.
we'd know that way better than what we do, but no.
Uh, I feel like they always say, "How you going, mate? How you going, mate?" Something like that. Am I getting close? Or am I just embarrassing
I
myself?
don't know. I still feel like mate's more Australian than it is
Yeah,
UK, but
yeah.
I could be wrong.
The Australians also say
Probably.
the C dash 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 word a
That's
lot.
my favorite.
They say that a lot.
Whoa.
But it's like a term of endearment. If you get called the C dash
Well,
dash
it's kind of
dash
both.
word,
It's kind of one of
yeah,
those
yeah,
glorious words. It's like
yeah,
you're the best guy ever or the worst guy
yeah,
ever.
yeah, exactly. Um, it's how you say 100 in Dutch. So if you ask Siri or you ask Google, say 100 in Dutch, you'll know the word. But we all know the word anyway. No, the "I'll do" was a decent attempt. Good. Right on. What time are we racing minis these Sundays? So, the live stream is. We hope to start the live stream somewhere
About 1
between.
o'clock?
Yeah, somewhere between noon and 1 o'clock. Hopefully, right on the dot at 1 o'clock. But Jody, you can get here as early as you want, dude, and you should. You need practice, brother.
We'll be here pretty early.
Yeah, we'll be here early. Um, yeah, super excited for the 24 minutes of La Mini Z. Hi, me too. I challenged someone else with a Maverick Scout. He's got a lot more money into it. So he didn't run because he didn't want to get shown up. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
You'll have that some days.
Yeah, man, we've got those. Um, do we, I have a Maverick, right? I have a Maverick. I have the rally car. Right?
Oh, yeah. I do remember that now.
Yeah, it's a mini one. I want to say it's 18th scale. Is that right?
Hey, Joe's in the house. Yeah, Sunday, man. Come on through if you want to come.
Yeah, Joe. Yeah,
be
we'll be
here.
here.
11 noon.
I've got a pass for you. We're doing it official. We've even got I don't know where. But we've even got driver passes. So I've got one saved.
Multi-pass.
That's right. I've got one saved for you, buddy. I just hooked up my I just looked. Ooh, I just hooked up nitro in my mini Z so I can dominate. Oh yeah, right.
The only thing you're gonna dominate is a wall.
Have you seen? I recently have been doing some research on these. Did you know that Kyosho made a mini Z motorcycle? Are you aware of this?
What?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
They
I do
are
remember that.
so sick. They are freaking awesome.
I do remember that.
I found a couple on eBay. They all look. They are all either reasonably priced and used, but look like they are beat to heck, or they are new and I can't afford them. But I didn't know that was a thing, but it turns out that's a thing, and it's something that I am really
Joe
interested
said this dude ain't driving, but I can bring some sweet camera gear.
Hey, by all means.
By all means,
Hey,
man.
check it out, dude. We got some cameras going, dude. This is you know, this is our
Be a little official.
yeah. This is our setup. We can boom. You got the live commentary. You got everything. You got the timing going on up here. You got a live view of the track over here. You got turn one where all the excitement is over here. I mean, we got this thing. We're pretty dialed. Not sure what's happening with the chat. Like we should have live chat replay happening on screen. But yes, but whatever. This is why we're testing things tonight, so we can try and work out the bugs, so everything is Gucci on Sunday. Um, are we having a beer tent? Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, Jody. For you, anything you need, man.
Absolutely.
And loads of 90-degree corners, like every and like every road track in the USA. Yeah, I mean that is one of the
That's the
that is
stuff
one of
I
the
like.
that is one of the that's one of the downsides with tracks like this, which are set up. All the pieces are grids. It really makes long sweepers pretty hard. Um,
Yeah.
there are you can buy like RCP makes like you can buy just like individual tiles and kind of make your own
Mhm.
corners.
They are so expensive,
But
though.
yeah,
Oh my
they're
goodness.
really expensive, and there are programs out there. I think RCP actually makes one that is a track editor, so you can basically tell it what pieces you have, what you want your layout to look like, and it'll tell you like how to build it, what pieces you need, et cetera, et cetera. Which is pretty cool. But again, you're still limited. It's going to be pretty difficult to make a Laguna Seca in 28th scale. So I kind of think of this more as like autocross. It's kind of like 28th scale autocross, except on a track.
Yeah,
Um,
it kind of really is.
and I mean, you can see it. Although the turns are 90 degree, you you aren't always taking a 90 degree. You aren't always taking the 90 degree
1841.2.
turn through the corners. Like you can absolutely it's hard to do it from here, but you're absolutely finding the apexes and letting the car run wide in certain spots,
18.0.
and getting it
Oh,
tight
yeah,
in
for
some
sure.
corners. Like this corner here, you want to be in really super tight, and then you just point it. You're not pointing it another 90 degrees or 180 degrees right there. You're pointing it at the next turn there, and then I just absolutely mash the throttle and then let it run wide here. Kind of come in, let it run wide here.
23.4.
Yeah, so there's a lot of different strategies. So although all the corners are 90 degrees or 180 degrees, the actual route through the track is not as boring as you would think. Keep in mind, some of the corners are wider than others, so you can really carry a lot more speed through there. Say what?
Okay, there's a lot going on now. Okay, Joe said I can try to take some still shots with my Sony, possibly make some larger prints for later down the road. That would be
Yeah,
awesome.
that would be sick.
That would be awesome.
You
And
should.
then I don't know. I saw a lot of stuff, and then I saw Steve's comment with turbo racing cars on a Hot Wheel track.
Turbo racing cars on.
The
Oh
the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
little
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
little
Yeah.
76 on a woohoo.
I've thought
Dude,
about
I wonder if we can make him get him to do a loop.
I've thought about that as well.
Oh man,
I've thought about that as well. That's one of the
that would
things
be
that I really
cool.
want FPV for. Imagine FPV on a Hot Wheels track. Like I remember there was this game when I was a kid called like
Well, they already have them.
yeah,
Hot Wheels even makes an adapter to put FPV on a Hot Wheels car,
yeah, but
but like to
I don't have
power it
any.
would be even better.
Yeah, but I don't have any. There was this game that I would play as a kid called Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver, and it was
Oh
basically
yeah.
like you're controlling this Hot Wheels car on a track, and it was like you're racing through like a bedroom, and there was one that was like in the backyard, and there was one that was like through the attic. It was super cool, and you'd like bounce off the bed, and it was a lot of fun. So that in real life would be pretty sweet. Someone mentioned something about scale electric. Um,
Oh yeah, yeah. The grip. Suppose it more. Whoa,
so slot car tracks, scale electric, they're slot
dude, I
cars.
can't read
They're
that.
they're they're Carrera. Yeah, we call them Carrera. The big brand here in the U.S. is
Oh,
Carrera.
Carrera. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Those tracks are very those tracks are very skinny. Obviously, those cars ride in a track in a groove, um, so there's no overtaking. There's no different lines through corners. There's none of that. So it would be very difficult to race. That'd be like racing a big car or multiple cars on like a go kart track. Um,
You get rid of that thumbnail?
yeah, I can. Hold on. We'll just drag it over here. How's that?
There we go. That's a little better.
Is
I
that
don't
better?
feel like I'm so.
I think that's it. We're doing it.
Well,
Yeah, we're
oh,
good.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
we're
yeah,
good. We're
yeah,
good. We're
we're
good. Yeah. So that would be super cool. But yeah, I know that you can. Those are kind of limited in the layouts as well. Obviously, you can get like 22-degree pieces and
Mhm.
45-degree pieces and kind of bespoke like chicanes and things like that. They make a lot of different pieces. So it's more it's you can get some more elaborate track designs with slot cars. But
Oh
still,
yeah.
you're still limited to the actual shape of the piece that they're manufacturing. So
Actually, the guy I used to race go karts with had a ton of those,
yeah, they're super
and
fun.
he had it set up to go. Basically, the track ran the entire downstairs of the house.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It almost ran the whole perimeter out and around. It went out like you'd start in the dining room and it'd go all the way out in the living room, come back into the dining room, and go out to the damn kitchen, which is why I paid it.
Yeah.
But we used the whole floor in there, come back in around. It was incredible.
There is a if you're into slot cars or Scale Extric or Carrera, um, there is a show, and you can watch it on YouTube for free. I can't remember the name of the YouTube channel, but the show is called James May's Toy Story. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
James May, he of Top
They
Gear
did a
and the
skill
Grand Tour.
electrics.
Yeah, there's an old racetrack in the UK called Brooklands, really famous racetrack.
So cool.
And I think the track was decommissioned during maybe World War II. Um, but for this episode of this show, James May recreates the track, not not a scale recreation. He actually goes to the track, and part of the track still exists, but part of the track is like a housing development now, and there's like a pond, and there's like a parking lot, and there's like office buildings and things like that. And so he literally makes the track go all the way around to the old Brooklands track. So
Mhm.
over the pond, like through the office building,
Oh
through
yeah,
this
it was
housing
incredible.
development,
Absolutely incredible.
and they race these two cars. And if you're uh, even if you're not into Scale Extric, that is a really really cool show, really interesting,
Joe,
and
Joe said
looks like a lot
build
of
a
fun.
giant kicker ramp and I'll bring the X Max Sunday.
We have
Bro,
ramps
we have
here.
enough wood here right now.
Yeah,
We
we
can jump this building.
yeah we've got ramps here.
We can make that happen.
Yeah, not a problem. Bring the X Max, and then the Arma Outcast 8S will put that thing
Yeah, we'll
to
just
shame.
probably
Probably
can't even
not.
make it over the building.
Uh,
Throw the bearing out of it halfway across the parking lot.
we all voted for the mini course. Now, give you
He
3 months
I mean
to get it
big.
built.
I mean,
How big? We've got some plywood and stuff here. We've got wood here that we could build something.
oh
I just
yeah.
don't want to. I just don't want to make anything. I just don't want to make anything giant that we're gonna use one time, and then we have to store the stupid thing.
Yeah, right.
Because space is limited here.
Temporary.
Yeah. That was a good episode. I like the Airfix one. Yeah, there were a couple. There was one where they built an Airfix, or what do we call Airfix here?
Oh, it was the
What do we call Airfix here?
man. You're gonna put me out like that too.
The model planes, the
He
little
said
model
I
planes that
wouldn't
you
be
built.
mad if it landed in China.
And go back to its home. um, what do we call Airfix here? But anyway, you know what I'm talking about, like the model planes that you build. Yeah, they made a model plane, but they made it like a 1-to-1 scale. So it was like a giant Airfix kit that you put together, and then they also made one where they took a toy glider, like a toy balsa glider that you would build, um, and toss off of a hill. They took one of those, scaled it up. I think they scaled it up like 100%. So they built this big, just massive glider, made it RC, put GPS in it, put FPV in it, dropped it from a helicopter, and flew from.
Oh, it was incredible.
They flew from England to Lundy, the Isle of Lundy, which is the same distance as the English Channel. They wanted to fly it across the English Channel. The French were like, "No, maybe don't fly a unmanned aircraft into our country."
Yeah, please.
So they flew this thing, dropped it from a helicopter, and literally didn't toss it, just dropped it, and this thing glided all the way across the sea. It was a really cool episode. You should absolutely check that out too. If you're into RC aviation, it is right up your alley. Really cool. And they did this shoot. That was like they must have did that 15 years ago. It was quite a while ago. Now doing something like that, with GPS and full automated flight. Now that kind of stuff is really available to anyone. But
We got RC Glockenhaus said, "What's up, guys from Findlay,
from
Ohio?"
Findlay, Ohio, what's up,
Nice.
dude? I gotta head that way. I gotta head that way soon to pick up the key for my car. I gotta head that way real soon. Yeah, I used to hang out in Findlay quite a bit.
I used to race go karts there.
Findlay's a cool.
Speedway.
Findlay's a cool spot. I was just in Findlay last year for Oktoberfest. That's the last time I was.
I know Jerry died a couple years ago. I don't know what he wasn't affiliated with the track too much anymore the last few years, but yeah, I mean, 15 years ago, I was running go karts out there like a madman.
Yeah, Findlay's a cool spot.
Yeah.
What are you doing Sunday? You want to come hang out?
571.8.
Oh, Roethlis. Oh, not Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
He's from. Yeah, he is from Findlay, isn't he?
Yeah.
Isn't there someone else from Findlay?
I don't know.
Quarterbacks from Findlay. Yeah, see, like our little viewer counter right there isn't working either. It says we have 0 viewers. That's not true. We've got 24 of you in the house.
Yeah, mine says 23.
What the heck? Yeah, things are messed up. Just went through Findlay yesterday. Yeah, well, Joe, you like live real close to Findlay, right? Anyway, guys, you've done it again. You've squandered away another perfectly good hour watching 10 Scale Garage.
Why?
Remember,
We don't know, but we love it.
say what?
I said, we don't know why, but we love it.
Yeah. Make sure that you tune in this Sunday for the 24 minutes
Be a good
of
time, guys.
the Mini Z. We've got prizes that we're giving away. All the boys are going to be here. It should be a super fun time. I'll be here. Ethan will be here. Flying Fortress RC will be here. Joe, ruin it in the chat. He should be here as well. So come hang out. It's a lot of fun. And thank you so much for watching, and we will see you super duper soon. I don't remember how to end this